Hey, good morning, everyone. It is November 10th, 2025, and today I am in Hegyeshalom, Hungary, and there's 4 geocaches in this small countryside town, and it's just a day trip. I'm over here to get hopefully all 4 of those geocaches. We'll see. Of course, I'm going to look for like a souvenir, like a rock or something, and maybe a pin and a sticker, maybe a t-shirt if I'm lucky, but it's not really a tourist town, so there's no guarantees there, but it'll make an awesome adventure regardless, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. Yeah, dude, this is much more my speed. I don't see anybody else. All right, so these geocaches should be pretty easy to get. There's like 3 in a row on this side of the tracks, and then there's 1 more on the other side of the tracks. We'll get that one last. I'm hoping to find some kind of a like grocery store or maybe a restaurant or something. I already had breakfast, but I'd like to have lunch before I leave here. And yeah, this will be good. Very chill day. Definitely not upset about being away from Bratislava today. Actually, it's only a partial day trip. It's right now, it is 9:30 a.m. and I'm only here until 11:30. So I don't have too much time. I mean, I could stay longer. I could just take the next following train after that. I think it leaves around 1 or 2 p.m. But we shouldn't need that much time to get the mission done. And then once we get back to Bratislava, I have another train going into like the farmlands in Slovakia. So if the plans work out, we'll be able to visit 2 small towns today. And then tomorrow, we're taking a train to a new country again. And that's pretty much where we're gonna end up, which is Czech Republic. Definitely, probably World War II era, 1930s or 40s. So I didn't do any research or anything. I'm just kind of just pointed at the map and said, okay, let's try there. Okay, so the geocache is actually not here, but it's like over here somewhere. But this feels like somebody's driveway. It seems like I'm always getting into private property. There's no signs. I have no idea. I do see a car. I do see a house. I would assume this is private. Let's go this way. All right, so there is a trail here. Okay. I think the geocache is going to be right over here somewhere. The grass is all wet. Do I want to get wet this early? Who cares? Who cares? Okay. I need to use the app. Good thing I got an extra pair of shoes. I should have worn my I call them my river shoes. All right, I got to use the app again. I would guess maybe in this tree or something. All right, it's got to be here in the tree. So I'm going to search around for a while. All right, this one was actually pretty tricky because of all these vines right here. You would think it would be like in like a hole or something, or maybe up high, but then it's right there. My first geocache in Hungary. All right, got to sign it, and we got 3 more to find after this. Cool. All right, was it worth the wet feet? 1000%. So I get the feeling that people are wondering, why the heck am I traveling all over the place just to find a geocache and spend all this money just to get one geocache? I don't know, it's kind of like I'm a completionist. I want to get every single country. And so in order to do that, I have to visit every country. And if I'm within close proximity of a country, it doesn't make sense to not just go there and knock it out, right? So every country I get, it fills in that space on the map, and I want to fill in the entire map. That's pretty much the reason behind it. Yeah, that's it, really. I wonder if we can explore that thing. There's a fence around it. It's boarded up anyway. All right, usually I like to grab a rock from a country, but we're too close to the tracks. I don't know if this is fill. I want it to be like a natural rock from this area. A lot of this looks like fill, like train track rocks and stuff. All right, the next geocache, we're not far from the one we just found, just past that thing. The next geocache is right over in there, and it's a difficulty 4.5, terrain 4.5 or something. It's crazy. 5 out of 5 is the most extreme. So this one is apparently very difficult to get. It says it's at a height of 5 meters in the hint. So I'm guessing it's up in the tree, in the thorn bush. Let me, maybe it's on the other side. Let me double check. Yep, it's up there somewhere, 5 meters up. So I am going to skip that one. Now the thing is, the geocache does mention that thing. They called it a water tower, and they said it's not open to the public. That's all the information I have. So they call it a water tower. It doesn't look like a water tower to me. But let's keep going. We're gonna skip this one. We'll put it as DNF, did not find. And if you guys are interested in seeing the geocaches that I found, I'll put a link to my geocaching statistics, or at least my profile, and then you just click on my profile and statistics, and you can see all the different geocaches that I've found. So let's go to the next one. All right, this is not the geocache. Big steam engine. Geocache is up ahead. Yeah, I like that. Okay, this is the ground zero for the next geocache. First thing I saw was this thing with it's like an obvious ladder. I don't know if the geocache is up there. Let me check the difficulty and terrain on it. Oh, I think I actually see it. Is that it? No, that's not it. Let me check the difficulty and terrain. Okay, it's a difficulty 1.5, terrain 2, which means I don't have to climb on anything. If it was like a terrain 4 or a 5, then I'd be climbing. Okay, I'm just gonna have to look around for a while. There's a million places to hide it. It's a size micro, which means it could be one of those little tiny containers. It could be just a piece of paper, you know, on a magnet attached to something. I gotta look around. All right, well, this one has me defeated. I checked the previous logs and other people couldn't find it as well, even though they said they replaced the container. I don't see it. However, I did not check that one, and there's a guard over there, so I don't know how dangerous it's going to be. Let's go check it. I mean, the ground zero is pointing over here, but it's worth a look. A lot of cars. No geocache. So we have one more geocache in this country that I want to go check to see if we can find it. It's on the other side of the tracks, so I don't know how to get over there. All right, I found a little possible grocery store there and a restaurant. Let's see if I could find something in there. I saw those things in Slovakia. I should get something to drink. Okay, I got my water from Hungary, and I got my food from Hungary. It is a, looks like salami, tomato, maybe that's an onion sandwich, some cheese in there. All right, I guess the plan is have some lunch and then maybe wander around the town for a little while, because I still have another hour before the train comes. So I have time before I grab that last geocache. All right, just walking along and I come across a cat that looks just like Bella, our cat at home. All black cats kind of look the same. All right, let's go this way. I found this cool old abandoned house, and I'm just walking along here and I'm looking at stuff and I'm wondering if I can get a rock out of there. Ooh, there's one. There it is. That's my Hungary rock. Not very big, but I like it. Extra pig KFT. And then we've got a bakery right there. Looks like it's open. Yeah, it's open. Well, good thing I didn't decide to visit that town. I wouldn't know how to pronounce it. All right, well, there's not much in this town, and I'm not really hungry, but let's go get some more food.
Me?
Oh my goodness. Nut or poppy? Can I have some nut roll? All right, this pastry, it's a 10 out of 10. And it's got like a sweet, like nut filling in there. It's real similar to the nut rolls my grandmother used to make. So it's very good. We're on the other side of the tracks. The other geocache is right over here. Hopefully we can get it. And then we can head back to Slovakia. This building says 1950. And the geocache is up here. It's kind of strange on the map. It shows some kind of a weird, like a bunch of train tracks and like a big circle, or not really sure what it is, but we're gonna find out. I just took a quick pit stop here in the woods, and I noticed these strange concrete structures back in the woods here. I'm not sure if this is a place that I want to be walking in the woods. I'm not 100% sure on the history of this place as far as landmines go. I know, even over in Germany and stuff, it's not a good idea to walk in certain areas. The trains are right here, but I had to like go all the way down this road, turn, and then come all the way back because there's no access from right there. Oh, there's a little, what is that thing? What is that thing? It's like a little tiny deer. It's a big stack of railroad ties. Over here in Europe, they're made out of concrete. Unlike in the United States, they are made out of wood. All right, we're getting close. They should be right around this corner off to the left. Geocache is going to be either on this pole or that pole. All right, that was a lot easier. It's right out in the open. So there's the geocache here. But over here on the satellite, ooh, that is a very sharp plant. Locusts. I have these in my yard. Call them weed trees. I hate them. All right. Yeah, see, there's all these railroad tracks. It must be an old train yard. Like, obviously. And there's that big circle I was talking about. Oh, I see. So the trains would pull in, and then this thing would turn for these different tracks, depending on where they wanted the train to go, maybe for repairs or something. This is cool. Too bad I couldn't have my metal detector. There'd be a lot of iron, but yeah. I've got to head back though. I'm going to miss my train if I don't. And that's okay if I do miss it. There's more trains. Oh, it moves. Oh wow, that's a giant switch. All right, I guess it's time to stop playing around and go sign the geocache, and we can head back to Slovakia. This was awesome. This was just a spur of the moment, literally point at the map, see if there's any geocaches in the area, and there was. And here we are. Anyway, if I don't record anymore for the day, then thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I got to avoid this black locust tree again. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Geocache is right there. I'm going to sign it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's a travel day. I'm going from Bratislava over to Prague. It might be light when I get there. And if it is, I'll make sure to film a video. So I'll see you tomorrow.